What is up, everybody? Jay now here with my UFC, I believe it's Fight Night 88. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. It's happening this Sunday in Las Vegas. Let's get into it. I have 8 picks. I'm going to kind of speed through this with my comments here and there. First up on the prelims, I'm choosing Aljamain Sterling to beat Bryan Caraway. Now, my biasness is going to be showing throughout this entire card, so if you use my picks at all as influence, you might not want to use this card. Now, choosing Aljamain Sterling, I'm a bigger fan of his. I never really had faith in Bryan Caraway, even though I think he is a well-rounded, solid fighter. I think this will be a good fight, but I think Aljamain has thoroughly pissed him off, and I do think he'll come in this a little bit emotional, so I'm just choosing Aljamain Sterling. I think he's a bit more well-rounded and a bit stronger, but we'll see. Next up on the prelims, I'm choosing Jessica Eye to beat Sarah McMahon. To me, I think I'm taking a risk on this one. I'm just more of a fan of Jessica Eye's style and personality. I really like the fact that she really wants to get better and get more diverse, whereas I believe Sarah just kind of rests on her wrestling, and we saw through the Miesha Tate fight that she was exposed that she don't like being on her back very much. Now, it is very, very possible that Sarah McMahon will be able to hold position, lay and pray, and position and point her way to a victory. That is very possible here. But I'm hoping that Jessica will be able to keep it on the feet, keep it out range, and outclass her at a distance with that nice jab she has, and give her a bunch of looks and like 10 punch combinations with some kicks. Who knows? I'm taking a risk. But who knows, going for Eye. Now on the main event or main card, I'm choosing Paul Felder to beat Josh Berkman. There's no biasness here. I just think that Paul Felder is a bit stronger. I think his body's in better conditioning. I think Josh Berkman plays a lot of head games, but I think Paul will be able to just kind of barrel through that. But I think it will be a good fight, though, choosing it for Felder. I'm choosing Lawrence Larkin to beat Jorge Masvidal. Now, this one's a toss-up, and I'm not quite sure how it's going to go. Jorge Masvidal, if you get the jump on him, you can shell him up. You can get him to backpedal a lot. You can get him to get hesitant and get off his game. Jorge does have get stronger as the fight goes on, so he will get better and maybe possibly take a second and a third round if you let him. Lawrence has that type of style where he can jump on you early and clock you real early and disrupt Jorge's game. Now, Jorge may start fast. He may not be that normal Jorge. He has all the skills you want in the world. I think he's a bit lackluster in the octagon. I don't want to say lazy, but it just seems like after every fight, I'm like, Jorge, you could have done more. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe he'll jump right on it. I think this will be a good fight, toss up, but I'm choosing it for Lawrence Larkin. Next up, I am choosing Vito Miranda to beat Chris Camozzi. Now, here's my biasness showing. I just never really been a big fan of Chris Camozzi. That's it. I'm not even a big fan of Miranda. I'm just even less of a fan of Camozzi, so total biasness there. Choosing Miranda. Next up, I'm choosing Tariq Saffiedine to beat Rick Story. Now, both of them are kind of beat up. Rick Story's he's kind of old in fight years. He's been through some battles. Also, to me, he's kind of like your old school fighter. And whereas Tariq Saffiedine, he's been through some injuries, so he's got some body issues there as well. But to me, he's just more of your contemporary fighter, more of your 2016 fighter, has a bit more tools that I tend to like more. So my biasness has me lean towards Tariq because I like the style of fighter he is, but this can go either way, and I actually think this is going to be a really good fight, so keep your eye on this one. But I am going with Saffiedine. Now, co-main event, and I was going back and forth on this one a little bit. We got the former bantamweight champion Renan Barão taking on Jeremy Stephens. I was going back and forth on this because if we see the old Renan Barão, okay, the last 3 fights we've seen now, TJ's movement was just too much for him. But even that fight in between, I didn't think we saw the Barão we're used to, that explosive, that powerful, extremely accurate, aggressive Renan. I just didn't think we really saw that. He just doesn't really seem to be on point, as he doesn't seem as strong as normal. I believe he's gone up in weight class. This is a featherweight fight. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is a featherweight fight. Yes. And so we'll see how that goes. The bigger weight, not having that weight cut, I think it will serve him good. He's always had a major weight cut, so that will serve him good. Jeremy Stephens is a very good striker. He's a cerebral striker, and he's balls to the wall, man. He's got the one-hitter quitter, and he ain't afraid to throw them bones. And the one thing I like about Jeremy is even if you're clocking him like Max Holloway was, you have to outclass Jeremy on the feet in order to beat him on the feet. Otherwise, you're probably going to have to take him to the ground. He has good submissions, good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, and all that as well. He's very well-rounded. I like Jeremy Stephens, if you can't tell. But even if you clock Jeremy Stephens a few times, he's still going to throw them bones and come at you with combinations, 8, 9 shot combinations. So it takes a lot to stop him, and you have to stop him, He's got a great chin. He's really strong. And like I said, he's got those one-hitter quitters. Renan Barão has one-hitter quitters as well. And he also has the kicking advantage. But again, I'm not quite sure what shape we're going to see Renan Barão. Being at a higher weight class, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is. Maybe we'll see the old Renan Barão. Maybe he will be as strong. Will he be as fast? I'm not quite sure. Who knows? A lot of question marks there. But I'm going to go with Jeremy Stephens. Yeah. I am, because it just takes a lot to stop him. And based off of Renan's last 3 fights, I don't know. So I'm going off of Jeremy Stephens, but who knows? And I hope we see a fantastic potential fight of the night from the two of them. Now, main event, and we're seeing 2 fighters that I actually like a lot. First is one of my fighters to watch, Thomas Almeida, and the other one is also one of my fighters to watch, Cody Garbrandt. I think this is gonna be a great fight, and somebody's gonna lose their because they're both undefeated, both 24 years old, both coming from good camps, both all solid all the way around. Cody has great cardio, great mentally, great shot selection. He's the calmer of the two as far as his demeanor in the octagon. I would say he has the calmer fight style. Thomas is just so explosive, especially with that Muay Thai. He's unpredictable. He likes to take risks. And we know through the Brad Pickett fight that he can take a punch. But we also know Cody can go through it too with it. I don't think this is going 5 rounds. I don't think this is going 3 rounds. They both possess one-punch knockout power. They both have good kicks. Thomas is more creative. I think you guys already know where I'm leaning towards, because you know Thomas is my boy. He's one of my fighters to watch, and he's so creative. He is exciting. They both are. Look, they both are. So whoever loses this fight, it's not going to knock them down too much, because they're both so young and going to improve so much. So this is actually a great showcase fight for 2 of the up-and-comers, the ones to watch in the UFC featherweight division. So really just great fight we're going to see here. Just sit back and relax. But I am choosing Thomas because I think he's more creative, more unpredictable, and he does got that nice chin. So I think he's the one that's going to take the risk. Although Cody might be the one to capitalize on a mistake and possibly get like a submission victory. So we never, who knows? Who knows? But Thomas, I think he's got it. I think he's got it. So let me know your picks. Let me know any injury updates. Let me know if you're looking forward to this. I think this is going to be a sleeper card. Don't sleep on this. I think we're going to see some good fights here. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I will have 15-second prediction and recap videos. Subscribe, like, talk to me, take care. Goodbye.